But one thing we were able to do within the last couple of minutes, we were able to speak with a survivor of domestic violence. I'm here with Melissa now. So Melissa, thank you for being with us this morning, and thank you for being willing to share your story. Can you elaborate on the fact that you said that you experienced about 15 years of abuse?
Correct. I was married for 15 years, and the abuse actually started minimally before I was married.
Can you walk us through what you unfortunately had to experience?
Yes, so there was a lot of verbal and emotional abuse as well as the physical abuse. I think it's important that everybody knows that it's not just the physical side of it. I was, manipulated. I was beat down verbally and physically and told that I was worthless, that I was unattractive because of my infertility issues. I had 11 unsuccessful pregnancies during that time. And just everything, I was just beat down physically and emotionally, both. Held down, held hostage in my own home, blocked doors by bookcases, were moved in front of doors so I couldn't get out. So lots of things like that. Hot soup thrown at me, threatened with knives. When he finally was out of my home for good, we found knives hidden everywhere in the house.
You talked about the fact that this stretched back to 1999. That's the first time you went to the Hubbard House. But you mentioned that there had to be a second time you went to the Hubbard House. So can you walk us through what happened after the first time and what happened after that?
Yes, so we presented very well. We were like the perfect little couple in church, and when we were in the public, I covered for him all the time, and I would have a cast on my leg, or I would have my wrist in a brace, and I would always make up lies and excuses to try to cover for him because of the manipulation. When I went to the Hubbard House, one time it was just to meet with an advocate. The police actually took me there. The policeman at JSO took me there. And it was so interesting to have somebody believe me. And after they believed me, I started telling people. I fell into the manipulation of believing that he had changed. I went back to him. And then when I went back to him, it was also the Hubbard House, which said, you can do this and you can survive. And that's what I've done.
And that was 2001 when you went back the second time and you never went back to your abuser, and now you have a different life. So you talked about the fact that you are remarried and you have a nice family. How did all of that happen, and what is your work now with the Hubbard House?
Yes, so after being on my own for about 2 years, I met my husband, and actually I married him in 7 weeks, which is kind of crazy, but I guess I knew it was right because this year we've been married 20 years. And so it was very freeing because I had been sharing a little bit with my family and friends, but to have somebody that's a partner who believed me immediately, who trusted me, who treats me with such value, and just really is a great partner in life, has helped me so much in that aspect. And we have children. The thing I was always beat down about was my infertility. And so I've never birthed a child, but I have boys and I have grandkids, and God just had a different plan for my family. But I'm a grandma now, and so things like that. It's just a really cool life that I've been blessed with. I've really been delivered from this place of fear and sadness and no hope. And I've been now put in this place where I have joy and hope and happiness, and I'm strong.
You mentioned words like delivered,
Yes.
strong. You don't have any fear, but there may be others who are out there who have those things right now.
100%.
So what would you say to those who want to get out of situations that are maybe similar to what you were in? What advice would you have to them?
The biggest thing I would tell them is that there's hope. There's hope. You get so beat down and you think there's no hope. And also the fact that your abuser is a liar. No matter what, they are a liar. So when they tell you that you can't take your children, when they tell you that you're not going to be financially stable, when they tell you that nobody will believe you, they're liars. People will believe you. And so getting safe, finding that place of safety, of full safety, is so important. But it's attainable, and I think that's what happens. I hope if anybody's watching this and they're like, man, I wish I could get out. You can get out. You can. It's hard and it's scary and it's a big risk, but the payoff is so good. That freedom and that peace that you get, and knowing that you're going to be okay. And I think that that's the most important thing I could tell them.
Melissa, thank you for sharing your story with us. We really appreciate it.